Today in our 2009 Dodge Ram 1500, we're going to take a look at and show you how to install the CURT Front Mount Trailer Hitch Receiver. Offering the 2" by 2" receiver tube opening, part number is 31374. Now here's what your hitch is going to look like installed on your Ram. As you can see, right here in the middle we've got our 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. Going to have the flush reinforcement collar around the end of it there. You'll see it is tucked in the outer edge of our bumper, so that's going to help prevent us from running into it as we're walking by or something like that. Also visible, you'll have your recovery loops if you need to run maybe if you've got a winch mounted in the front, you need to run a strap back to it or just to get yourself pulled out. We'll have one of those located on each side. That's really about all you're going to see from the hitch. The rest of it, the cross tube and everything, that's going to be tucked up behind our fascia here. So not adding a whole crossbar or anything like that. Kind of a nice touch. Now these are often used for snowplow applications, kind of residential use if you want to have a quick connection point there for a snowplow. A lot of guys are also going to use a front mount hitch like this for navigating a trailer in tight areas. Maybe you want to get it on the side of your garage or something. You don't quite have the turning radius you need. One of these can really give you a lot more maneuverability. And also in the off-road segment, you'll see these a lot for the winches again, or spare tire carriers some guys like to put on there. And so lots of different options and uses for a front mount style hitch. Now all of those items you'll want to secure using the 5/8 diameter pinhole. You'll want to choose an accessory that's rated for the amount of weight that you decide to use, but you can use a standard pin and clip, anti-rattle device, or a locking hitch pin. Now our hitch is going to offer a 500-pound tongue weight rating. So that's when your accessory's in there, that's the maximum downward force that you'd want to put on that receiver tube opening. It also offers a 9,000-pound straight line pull. So if you're going to be doing any kind of recovery or anything like that, we've got good superior strength there. It should hold up and help you get the items out. Now to begin our installation, we're going to raise our hitch into position, and we're going to use the weld nuts that exist on the plates here on the bottom of the truck. For the weld nut that you have, it's a good idea to use some spray lubricant and a tube brush to get this cleaned out. There's going to be rust, probably dirt and debris in there, and you want to get that clean so your bolt will thread in properly. These attachment points are going to be the same on each side. Now with the help of an extra set of hands, we'll get our hitch lifted in position. We're going to place in our hex bolts, and you see we've got a conical tooth washer on there. The teeth of that washer need to face up toward the hitch. Once you have it started well, we can let it rest there for a minute until we tighten it down. Now we're going to use a 19mm socket or a 3/4 inch socket. We're going to get those snugged down. You do have the option to trim your fascia, but as you'll see as we tighten our bolts down, that'll have plenty of room to just flex up. You won't have to worry about cutting it. Now we want to torque both those bolts down to the specifications listed in our instructions. Now we'll use our hitch as a template. We want to drill out our 17/32 hole. It's a good idea to use a center punch just to get a hole marked, kind of right there in the middle where you want it. And we'll do that on both sides. Now I like to start with a little bit smaller drill bit just to get a pilot hole going and work my way up. Once you've got your holes drilled out, it's a good idea to use a little spray paint just to cover that bare metal. And we'll repeat that same process over on the driver's side. Now with our holes drilled out, we'll want to get our hardware fish wired into position. We're going to use the access hole located right up here on the frame. So let's put this in our hole here in the bottom, and we'll direct it back so it'll come out of that hole. Once that's out, we'll put our spacer block up and on. Then we want to thread on our carriage bolt. And we'll hold on to the other end, feed our spacer block in the frame, then our carriage bolt. We want to draw it down through the hole we created. Just like that. Once that's down through, we're going to put on our flange nut. We'll head over to the other side and do the same thing. Now again, with a 19 or 3/4, I'm going to tighten these down. Now we can get these torqued down as well. And that'll complete our installation of the CURT custom fit front mount trailer hitch receiver, part number 31374 on our 2009 Dodge Ram.